Noise cancellation real quick. What's going on, everybody? It's that boy Jay. And today we will be having a little grow. You know what I'm saying? Not a grow. A little roll with Jay Sesh. If you feel me, we're not going to be working with nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. You feel me? We got some Buckies here that we'll be uh, using. Got a little LA Family Farm tray. Little raw buddy grinder. This is the V2. This is a new version. Going good, going good. Honestly, I've been using it and it's been a pretty good grinder ever since I've got it. Not too many complaints, honestly. And then we will be using Flamingo Melts. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Flamingo Melts. Sorry, I got a little bit of flour on it. So y'all can check that out. It's called Jungle Bubbles. Right? It's spritzer and papaya. So let's see if we get this. Ooh, look at that booger. Yes, sirski. So we'll be having some of that put into what we get ready. So right now we're just our setup. All that entails is just getting your paper ready. Now I do have a mold myself. If y'all don't have one, I recommend that y'all look into getting one. This thing is fire. So I will say size down from whatever size paper you use. I use king size wide, so I have regular king size uh, mold. You check it out, that boy Jay. SGB, you feel me? Boom, simple as that. And all the mold is gonna come with is that, right? To make your flour get formed right, plus a little press. It's cool, too easy. So let's go ahead and get some flour out of the bag real quick. It's not too much. I'm towards the bottom of the bag, so it's a lot of smalls. Let's see. Okay. On smaller size, it's okay. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's definitely good. Let's see. Turn the light on. I don't know why I can't get this thing to focus. It's okay, no worries though. We know it's there, we know it's good, and it's blowing. So let's go ahead and get it ready. Gonna do it with these type of grinders, right? It's a mill grinder. What does that mean? I mean there's no teeth, right? Now this is gonna help you get a better grind, if I'm gonna be honest, because it compresses instead of breaks, right? Like we're not just breaking that all up. Now with these, you're gonna. I know some people just toss the flour into a grinder and call it a day. This, you're going to want to get the buds off of the stems. You know, you don't want it to be too stemmy in there, because trust, it will reflect whenever you put it into the paper in itself. It'll reflect into it. You'll start freaking getting holes all over the place. It's just not a fun time, you know. Usually I have switched over to using element papers. I was on these Blazy Susans for a while, but the elements just, for me personally, I prefer them. They withstand a lot more, so I could get that nice tight roll uh, while tucking, and it'll still hit good, and it tends not to really rip. That was like my biggest thing with these Blazy Susans is when I go into roll tight, it's cool, but I run sometimes where like I'll be finishing on my roll and I'm just trying to get to the end, and then boom, the paper just rips, and now I'm like, man, I gotta start all over. Definitely not fun. Definitely not fun to do. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, because that was my last sheet of paper in there too. Look at that. No more. It's okay. No worries, no worries. So look, once y'all get it in, what I do what I have noticed, it helps a little bit because there is no holes in the center, right? It's also where the magnet tends to try to go into. If y'all try to open that up a little bit, leave the like a gap in it, it helps a lot. Boom. You're just gonna want to place that on there. And this works just like a regular traditional grinder in the sense of it does the same thing of grinding down, but into a finer bit. This grinder does come with 3 total inserts. So if you want to grind, make your bud large, that's fine. It has a big screen for medium. Same thing. If you don't want it so finely grind up, if you want to put it in a bong, in a pipe, it does have a medium screen. Now, for rolling up flour, myself personally, I do prefer to be super fine grind. It does help with the smoke as well, you know, the combustion of the flour. So that way it gives you a little bit better smoke. Like, how can I say, better ash as well. You'll notice it in the ash in itself. Let's see. Let's see. So look, check this out. As you guys might be able to see, there is a couple stems in here. You notice it because they didn't want to grind it down, right? Because it couldn't. It's too thick. Now the flour particles in themselves are pretty much for the most part gone. Got a couple pieces here, but I want to get the little stragglers of the stems off because, again, like I said, I don't want no holes in my paper. I can feel that was a little bit of flour. Like you will notice that you put a decent amount of flour in there, and then comes out really, really fine, but a small amount. Let's see, let's see. Boom, right there. I might add a little bit more. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, guys, y'all watching. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure you guys check out the Instagram at growing_with_J. You get more constant updates. I might go ahead and show you guys right now the little babies we got working on them, since I haven't really been able to be in here in a little bit. That way everybody can get updated a little bit more, see how the grow is going. Since I did slack a little bit, started off late with the new seeds, it's okay. It's giving me time to reset the whole entire tent, plus get ready for how I'm gonna set everything else up. Y'all tuned in earlier, y'all know we're testing out some new phenos for growit_show_it. You know, shout out the homie, bless the game with some seeds, some fire genetics coming out from that way. Also got some fire genetics from, oh look, we dropped a little bud right there. Yeah, that's already breaking it down real good. Yeah, we're also growing some from Hotbox Grow Labs, who is partnered up with In-House Genetics. So if you guys know about In-House Genetics, you know they produce fire. So the homie has been producing his own fire as well. And we have that in there with the Trinity Bliss Gelato and the Bizcochito pack. You know, super duper heat. So they're growing pretty good. I'm really, really, really excited about that Mimosa Evo from Barney's Farms Genetics. You know, personally, I can't wait for that. Honestly, I'm a very big citrusy guy. You know, in the sense of that's the flavors that I do like for terps. Jungle Boys did produce a mimosa flavor, and that's by far my favorite one that I believe that I've had. So yeah, guys. You see, we're coming up over here towards the end of the grind. So look, it does tend to go over to one side. I'm doing that, that's okay. You're gonna come in here, very simple. So go ahead, spread it out inside of the mold. Oh, That's all right. All right, that's all in there. All right, let's close this up. It's out the way. Now, you can with your finger or you just use this. I just turn this sideways and I go ahead and spread it out. So boom, once it's in there, I'm just gonna give it a nice push, tap. Sometimes I do pull it out because look, I notice that it picks up a whole bunch because I push too hard. Simple. Tap, tap, tap. Push it back down. Now you're not gonna be able to get it off perfect unless you use like some parchment paper or something like this in between the top and the flour. Same thing with the mold, but I mean it's okay. Like I said, you're not gonna be able to get everything. What you can, you can. There you go. Boom, when you can, you can. There you go. All right, boom. Now we got the mold out the way. I'm just gonna go ahead, use the back tap again. Boom. Clear that out. Filter right here. Now, guys, I did wash my hands right before coming in here, so my hands are clean. No Cheetos, no nothing, no dust, nothing. Right? So we're going to go ahead and get the Jungle Bubbles from Flamingo Melts. Right here again, check them out, guys. They get that from the homie. Crazy packaging. Right, spritzer and papaya. Now I will say, I definitely get the papaya scent tough. Very, very heavy on the papaya, which is okay. Is I like that, because I want to taste what you're saying I'm tasting, but not in a sprayed way. Don't give me no damn sprayed terps or nothing. I know they do that up north, down south, or at least where I'm from, we don't do that. So we're going to go ahead and get a little fat glob, a little fat booger in here. We're going to put an anaconda inside this. Ain't no rolling no snakes. No worms, I'm sorry. We rolling up snakes over here. So, for the most part, scraped up all of it. Just a couple pieces here and there, guys. So, what I do, use the fat part in between your fingers, and you just lay it in there. Right? Get most of it off. No, stay. Cool. Just scrape the last bit off right next to it because it'll come off. So go ahead. You see how I have little bits? Like right there? You're going to do is go in a circle with it. Go in a circle. You're just picking it all up. Like when I used to be little, play with the sticky tack. I don't know if you remember. And you're going to go up, forward and back. That's it. Simple. Forward and back. Now, let's weigh this out, guys. We got a worm right here, guys. Hold on. See? It sticks on. Real nice. All right, we're going to open this up real quick. I'm just going to weigh the worm. Oh, no. All right, we're at 0 right now. Let's get this worm on there. Oh. Let's see if y'all guys can check that out. I don't know if y'all guys can see that. It says 0.32, so we got a 0.3 worm. Perfect. That's exactly what we're going for. So we're going to go ahead and grab the worm. Let me scoot you guys a little back. Right there. We're just going to put that right there in the center. Too easy. Not too hard, right, guys? Now, myself personally, I do use the filter in itself to help me get this rolled properly. What do I mean by that? I mean that it'll help me get its shape better. So, boom, watch out. Just check this out. Use the edge to lift up the top part. Lift from this bottom corner. Ooh, hold on. Okay. Right? So now we have both edges. I'm just going to give it a little pinch. Right? Around the filter. So what is that doing? Hold on, I'll show you guys right now. Let's see if we can get it in there. It's starting to give it form. It's starting to give it its shape, like a taco pretty much. And you're just gonna wanna go along it and help it get that shape. Right? Boom, and go a little bit over, back and forth action like that. You just wanna push it down a little bit with what you can. Let's get it going. All right, guys. Now again, like I said, we'll be using the filter side here to help us keep its form. I like to push it out a little bit and put it back in. What that does is it helps with the Scooby snacks and themselves to not be all around the filter. I don't know where you guys start from. Let me know. Do y'all start left to right? Or do y'all roll left to right? Y'all roll right to left? You know, let me know. Boom, tuck this in. Right? I always start with the filter side first. I tuck that in. Give it a small little roll. And I keep doing that as I go up. And that helps it maintain its cylindrical shape. So let's go ahead and check that out, guys. Now, just want to give it a little lick because you just want to seal the bottom. Right? Now it helps us with the top. Now we have the bottom taken care of. We just go along the top. Boom, lift up where you hadn't licked that. Make sure that the top part is still good. Now you go back and seal up any place and anywhere that it might have been left open. We can help it keep its spherical shape. I'm sorry, guys. Had to lick it sealed. Boom, now that thing licked sealed right here. Now we got us a little donut ready. Give it a nice little tap. Now, so what this is going to do with the tapping, at least for myself personally, it gets the Scooby snacks out of the way, guys. So if anything's going to come through the filter, this is going to make it drop out. You don't want to go too crazy because the top is still not compact. Boom. Should help it with a little bit tighter on the bottom. Now myself, I use the back end of this specific Sharpie or marker. I've had it here for a minute. It's literally just a poking stick for me. So go ahead, place that there. Just gonna want to pack it down. You don't want to go too crazy, not too hard, because you will rip the paper, like I said, especially these Blazy Susans. They're pretty thin, which is good, but I feel like it's too thin sometimes. So we'll just get it compact as much as possible. You know, like I said, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overly compact it. But push it down some. Boom, boom, boom. And my boy, yes, sirski. Now, what I do is I just give it a pinch here. Give it a pinch the other way. Give it a pinch here. Pinch here. Pinch here. Right? We just give it pinches. That's all we're doing. Boom. Now, another thing that I've started to add to do. So let me clean up this tray a bit from all these little bits. You just want to roll it That's it. You just want to roll it a little bit. Again, keep it holding a spherical shape. Right there. That will help it a little bit more. Now and then I give it a push from the filter a little. Closes up any air gaps that we have there at the bottom. Now we do have us here a little little donut, you feel me? A little chubby donut. So, boom, and we got this here tip at the end. Just gonna go ahead and cut that off. Boom. Snipped off. Come back in here with the back end. Just give it a little push. Just a little push. Nothing too crazy. What's up, homie? D Halter in the chat. What's up to the homie D Halter? We're just getting us here a little donut ready. You feel me? A little something. We are using the Jungle Bubbles from Flamingo Melts. All right. Pretty good display on it. It's papaya times spritzer. Very, very strong papaya terps on it. And we went ahead and crossed it with the Buc-ee's here. So we go ahead, try this out soon. We'll be having the taste test soon. Come and smoke with me, you know. But I did tell the guys we're gonna check out the babies, see how they're doing. My fault, guys. Let's see, let's check them out real quick. Hold on, how I get this gimbal to flip? Okay. Let's check this out. Let's flip the camera real quick. Boom. Back here we do have the Mimosa Evo by Barney's Farm. Then over here we have Trinity Bliss Gelato times Bizcochito. That is going to be from Hotbox Grow Labs. Check them out on Instagram. Super heat. Here we have some that just popped today. Just today, guys. As you can see right here, look at the little baby. Same thing with this one. All 6 of them popped today. This one's on the verge of coming out right there. Boom. So, guys, these are the tester seeds from Grow It, Show It. Again, check them out. They've been producing some heat. We're going to go do some pheno hunting, which I will be asking for your guys' help for that, because we're going to also do test trials right here. Look, check it out. We got all the Athena stacked up here. Make sure that we get some heat. Here we got the 8x8 tent. Y'all see that? It's bigger than me. We'll be reintroducing her, getting all the babies up in there, you know. Plus the 2x4 tent right there. Where is that? Right there. So we'll get that set up. That way we keep this production going. Plus, as soon as these girls are ready to get transferred over, we're popping more. We're just going to keep going, because at this point, I don't want to end up having the same issues I'm having this time of a wait period, pretty much like a blank period, because right now I don't have nothing in the flowering room. Flowering tent is empty, which is always no good, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll have them coming up. Yes, sir. Keep it what y'all think. This roll got some Buc-ee's number 5, James Lau Genetics, plus some Jungle Bubbles from Flamingo Melts. We're about to go and do a test, taste test, see how we go. We got a 0.32 rosin in here. So, come on, man. Let's go check this out. Let's go get us a taste test of this. Come on, y'all follow along. Let's see. Shout out the homies over here, Black Hawk Company, you feel me? Black Hawk Nation from my time when I served in the military. Yes, sir, ski. So let's see. Ooh. My fault, guys. Trying to get this gimbal thing right. Ooh, it's spinning you all around my kitchen, huh? Okay. But yeah, guys, I'm about to have the taste test with wifey. She'll be joining me, so she'll be the guest outside, right? Man, check it out, man. Hey, we ain't all just doing one type of flowers. We do them all right here. You feel me? Check out the babies down here. Hold on. Let me figure this gimbal out. Boom, the babies right there. Y'all see it outside, so let's go check the ones outside real quick. Alright. Oh man, this gimbal's just trying to go ahead, take off, do its thing of its own. Alright. So guys, y'all see them out right here. Different colors, different views. It's all great. It's all gravy. The baby's all growing. So, we're gonna set you guys up. We're gonna have a little sesh right here. We're gonna taste the flour with the rosin. We just did a little quick roll-up sesh. Hold on, I'll stand y'all up right now. All right, yeah. Okay, that's a great view right here. Let's see. How's y'all's day going, by the way? I haven't even asked. How's everybody doing today? What y'all got going on? Let me know. Talk to me in the chat. Let me see. Yeah. I don't know why it doesn't want to show me. I'm trying to pull my stuff up. Let's see. And I don't know why I'm hidden from myself even. I don't know. That's very weird. I really don't even be posting all too much all like that for me to be getting blocked, I guess you could say it. But it's alright, it's alright. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and spark this up. Check it out right there, guys. Rolled by me, you feel me? If you didn't see, go and check the replay. Show y'all how to roll it up real quick. Show at least how I rolled it up. There's different ways to skin a cat, many ways to skin a cat, you feel me? It's the way I chose. You know, so let me see. Oh no, my lighter's dying. It's okay, guys. I got a big old couple packs of these. So whenever y'all be sparking these, it's preferable to try to get it all to light up the tip together. That way you get a consistent burn all the way through for the most part. Obviously, you got to do what you got to do. Oof. So y'all saw how that's just lit up on one side. I don't. Yeah, personally, me, it's not all there. Ooh, it's starting to get windy out here. Not really windy, but it's a little breezy. So if y'all see the camera moving, it's all right. I'll try to save y'all guys. That way y'all don't go flying over it. But yeah, the breeze is definitely working against me right now. Yeah, if I get this side lit, it's cool, it's great. All right, there you go, there you go. We got it on. You want water? Okay, baby. Thank you.
saying, do I clean the bathroom upstairs or do I start on the decoration? I decided on the decoration. Me downstairs.
Again, the Buc-ee's itself isn't too terpy, it's not too crazy, but it's a good smoke nonetheless, for sure. I'm definitely going to be trying out, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, it's called Fish Shit, right? Literally, that's the name, it's called Fish Shit, and it's supposed to help bring the terps out of the flower a lot more, you know? We are Ruddy CX Horticulture, it itself, which does come with Headmaster, which is a terp booster. It helps bring the terps out, but I want to also attempt to try other things. Like I told y'all guys earlier, different mediums, different forms of feeding. I have done the dry amendment run for a little bit when I first started, which is good. I learned a lot, you know. Dry amendments aren't just like you add them in and it's right away, it's working. It's something like it takes about 2 weeks for it to even transfer from the top of the soil down to. So yeah, that means that you have to be attentive to your plants at all times, which obviously you gotta try to be, but it's a lot more hands-on for myself personally. I got a couple homies who's making it work, killing it with it. So yeah, we check out homie Space City's trying some right now. He's killing it. You know, it looks good. Uh, but right now I'm more of a liquid nutrient person. That's how I'm running I got the Athena right now. It's liquid. Same thing with the CX Horticulture. Man, and then if y'all like the CX Horticulture, make sure y'all go ahead, tap in with the link in my bio, Instagram bio. It'll take you straight to their page, plus automatically include the discount code on your orders. That way you could go ahead and get that. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're also throwing a couple freebies in there. You might get some samples of the other nutrient line, or depending if you get the whole nutrient line, you know, they might toss in even more. I know one person that ordered, and they actually got some samples of other nutrients, a good amount, plus a couple zigzag bags, which I'm also sponsored by. So make sure y'all go ahead, tap in, use my code, that boy Jay, save yourself some discounts. Again, the zigzag bags, I used it myself personally with this last batch with the VV Cure Pack, and both of them put together, like I said, it got some heat. Yeah, man, I just wish this flower was more terpy. It's okay though. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. See. For the most part, it's burning pretty good. But yeah, guys, what y'all want to see? Let me know. Y'all tap in with me. Hit me up on Instagram on the DMs. Let me know what y'all want to look for. Also, I'm open to probably looking into being a tester for different lines, for different companies, as far as their strains, maybe possibly the nutrient lines. Yeah, it just depends because I personally can't sign nothing that says I have to be stuck on one. You know, when I talk to CX Horticulture, I let them know, hey guys, like I'm gonna be all the way honest about y'all guys. Like if it's good to use, I'm gonna be honest. I also wanted to run it in comparison with other nutrient lines, aka the Athena, and that's going to be this next test run. Yeah, guys, I'm excited. Uh, Plus, we'll be having this video uploaded very, very, very soon, probably like by the next day or two, of how to top the plants and the care for it afterwards. Guys, we'll see how I mean really how simple it is, honestly. It's really simple to make sure that you get the best grow for the most part, or to help maximize your grow. You know, because I mean honestly, for myself, myself personally, I want to get the most that I can, right? While still producing quality. Others they go super crazy on the lollipopping and the topping. And again, they produce some heat. It does help produce stuff. Myself personally, I'm learning. Again, I'm not the best, no expert grow by no, you know what I'm saying, no way, no how. But for my personal growth, you know, I want as much as possible if I'm gonna be producing nothing but heat. That's why I try to invest into good genetics as well. Like I said, I test out smaller people as well, but if I know I'm gonna be producing some heat, I'll be willing to drop for the genetics. Make sure, yup. I'm doing a mic test, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this for sure. This mic is it's pretty good. We just got the DJI uh, mic mini new one. I actually just got it in because I need to start getting more into the video side as well. Plus, it'll help, especially when we're having all the fans going on, and I don't really like to have to go to the editing apps to go ahead and take out all the background noise, because then you do lose some of the audio that like where I'm speaking myself. Yeah, I'll use it to help me a little bit to zone out a little bit of the background noise, but right now, honestly, it's pretty loud out here. Well, it's not too loud, but hold on, let me see. I don't know if where y'all are at. Y'all got those bugs that be outside, just like not crickets. Yeah, there you go, cicadas. There you go, cicadas. I don't know y'all got cicadas where y'all at. Man, those things don't sleep over here. They don't let you sleep. They just be going off all night. Yeah, guys, check this out. We started to get a drip on this. Oh, that thing is lit for sure. Again, like I told y'all guys, the grinding in itself does help for the combustion of the flour. I don't believe I am at the jungle bubble yet. I feel like it's starting to taste like I'm barely about to get there. Check it out. What does it taste like? Let me know what you think. If it tastes like it's we're there or not. What does it taste like? Let me know what you think. If it tastes like it's
Maybe since we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you can't hear cicadas outside. Okay, let me try to turn up the noise cancellation slightly more. See if that does get rid of the cicada noise. Because they are going off crazy in the background. Okay, I don't hear them no more. That's pretty good. Oh, I smell it now.
I could definitely taste it.
Oh, that was a strong smell on that last hit.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It is sweet though.
Yeah. So it's mixture of papaya times spritzer.
Oh, that's crazy. I was like, it's like a different type of like a guava or something. I didn't
That's what I said. So if you smell the jar itself, the papaya scent was super strong.
I was like, it's not a citrus. It's more tangy.
Right? A little bit more. The band, should we ash it or not? Should we see?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if we're right. Let's see. Go down. Ready? Yeah, we're not there yet. I lied to myself. I got myself overly excited. It's okay. It's okay. That means that we're barely starting to heat it up and it's about to start coming back. For sure. Mm-hmm. Because I could taste it.
What was that?
Ooh, y'all saw that on camera? We just got attacked. I'm gonna have to catch that replay because
Oh, that shit was fat.
look at this. Look at that.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Being Ross, Jesus Christ, and Byron. Who? What y'all know about that video? We just got attacked live on camera too. They don't be carrying nothing. I shouldn't go on. I'm trying to see that damn donut. Yeah, guys, I'm excited. Next one's gonna go crazy. Gonna go crazy for real. I'm really wanting to see if I start looking for some male pollen. Obviously, of some good genetics, but that way I can start creating my own strains. You know, male pollen from this plant, and then I got a female plant. You know, create just an area where I can just produce only uh, seeded plants, if that makes sense. I know that's gonna be hard because it has to be separated and so much. You can spread in the air. So much that goes into it. We're gonna figure it out though, guys. HGB Farms gonna have their own seeds soon with some heat. Trust. Ah, I got it. I know y'all see it. It's not too centered, but it's not off too much. There you go. Look at the donut. You feel me? No. Very humid out here right now.
Taste it right now. Damn, that shit hits so hella fruity right now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. You feel me? Y'all saw we rolled that up pretty quickly as well. It didn't take us but a couple minutes. I mean, really, what took the longest was just me talking through it. Uh, yeah, honestly, it's not too hard to roll up, especially after practicing. Obviously, they're not all gonna come out perfect. Mine didn't come out straight center. It is cool, but guess what it's doing? It's smoking straight, smoking good, smoking gas. Yeah. To the homies in Texas, you feel me? How's everybody feeling with this new change into the laws for THCA and Delta 10 and 8 and THCP? How y'all feeling on the ban of that? You feel me? I mean, no, y'all see the times. What's up? Yeah, y'all see the time they give everybody as far as if they get caught with it. I think it said it was about 400 grams. You get life sentence in the state of Texas, plus $50,000 bail, or not bail. Hello, what's up? Yeah, yes, wherever time. We're gonna be at the house, so it's White House. Yeah. All right, child. I'm gonna tap in with you later because we're live. We're active and attractive. You feel me? We live. Say hi to the chat. Yeah. What's up, Operation Annihilation? That's the hobby right there. Cheers to you, brother. All right, bye. My fault, my fault. That's the sister she calling. It's alright. It's gravy. But yeah, it's pretty good, man. Just get that practice in. Practice made perfect, honestly. Cause I remember when I started, man, my joints were. I don't know y'all ever seen that Cheech and Chong movie? They driving down the road, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I brought something to smoke too." He pulls it out. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And he's like, "This is like a toothpick, man." He's like, "Wait a minute, this is a toothpick." That was my shit right there. You feel me? That's how we started off. It was bad. Honestly, like I ain't gonna hold you. When I first started, I used to pay for somebody to roll my shit up. No cap. The homie who put me on to start smoking, he from Cali, from LA. He he's the one that put me on to start smoking, right? So he's like, bro, just pay me and I'll roll them up for you.
Yeah, get a colorful one, please. There's like white ones and blue ones and stuff like that. You could do those. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, when I started smoking, man, it was, bro, they were bad. Had I told myself when I was, what that was, 9 years ago, 11 years ago, no, almost 20 years ago, I'm tweaking. Almost 20 years ago, I had told myself I was gonna be smoking something this size. I'm like, bro, stop lying. You feel me? We had Reggie. You feel me? Those times. Oh, God. I'm gonna tell you something. Look, when the first day I ever met my wife, the first day I ever met my wife, you feel me? I came over, and it was we bonded on smoking. Honestly, she had some flour. I was all out of flour. She had some flour, but it was like maybe about a 0.5. And she's like, "This is all I have." No, it was maybe about a gram or less. It was a little bit less than that.
It has to be like a gram or so.
It was like a gram or less, right? A little less. But she was only smoking bowls, right? So she buy like a 3.5, but it would last her forever.
Like a month.
Like a month. And yeah, she's like, oh, this is all I have. Like, I don't know if you could roll up anything with it. And I'm like, man, I come from the struggle. We used to roll up like .5ers. Uh, like I know how to do it. And then yeah, after that I rolled up, she's like, this is the most beautiful blunt I've ever rolled. You know? Let's see who that was. What they say? How was that lucky 1, 2, 3 grow? From seed to harvest, honestly, I'd say, hey, it was fire. I'm not. That's a strain that everybody I ever gave it to taste to they got some. They loved it. It was a very easy strain to work with. Um, the homie Space City. Uh, y'all check his page out. Also, the official Space City. He also has had a cut. He grew and grew amazing as well. You know, Lucky 1, 2, 3 by Wizardry is for sure one of my top favorites. Definitely super flavorful, super flavorful. Um, the buds grew pretty good, color. It was amazing. I wish I could get some more. I wish I would have kept the cut if I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried checking back on Wizardry site for them. I could not find none. Man, what if she smoked about a joint a day? Now she's about a couple of villas a day. I'm telling you. But as far as the THC, brother, I didn't get it tested. I don't have the actual percentage wise of how much it came out to, but I'd say so. Everybody enjoyed the feeling that it came off of it. Very therapeutic. Very. How would you describe it, babe? How'd you feel at the Lucky?
The Lucky 1, 2, 3 was more earthy. I'm remembering right. It was more earthy, and then it had that like citrusy finish.
Like a citrusy finish, but it was definitely a good smoke.
It had more of a smell than the Bucky's.
Oh yeah, it was no. That's
But
what
I
I'm saying.
feel
It was
like the
super
Bucky's,
terpy.
but I feel like the Bucky's, even though it doesn't have too much of the smell, it has better of a hit.
Yeah, the Bucky's is a cleaner smoke. Uh,
The Lucky's also was a show off, so it looked really pretty.
yeah, the Lucky looked beautiful,
Yeah.
amazing, yo, super nice for pictures, super good. Uh, Bag aesthetic. It was
But like it did get like a more of a denser feel on the nug wise, whereas Bucky's is more fluffy.
yes. So it did have tighter nugs. It had good nodal spacing as far as the growth. It grew big. It spread out a lot. How can I say? Lucky's definitely a strain. If I could get some more of in the future, I would do it because you definitely tasted the RS11. Like it comes directly from their RS11 line from Wizardry. Definitely something you could taste. Would you grow her again? I'm from Brazil. Lucky with 2, 3 would be my first Wizardry. Yeah, of course I'll grow her again. Like I said, it grew really, really nice. It was very simple to take care of. She responded very well to the feeding. Like I said, I myself personally grow with CX Horticulture. I'm sponsored by them as well. If you check out my grows, you'll see that they've what they can do as far as for the flowers. Just brought her back. You feel me? I have a code. You feel me? Code that boy J. If you guys want to check them out, I would say Lucky 1, 2, 3 though for sure is a good strain. I would definitely grow again. If I like I said, if I had, I wish I had more seeds of, or at least a clone from, because like I said, I personally try to check again unless they restock or something. But every time I check, it's always sold out. Maybe you could do me a favor. Turn on the light real quick for right there. No, the light. Yo, what up, though? Oh man, this thing paused. Okay, it continue. Yeah. All right, just shoot me a text whenever you're done. I'll slide that way.
Love you.
All right, bro. All right. All right. Bye. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I had to take a call. Uh, Shout out wifey for turning on the light. Uh, yeah, Lucky 123 for sure was definitely a strain I would love to grow again. It was easy. It gave me confidence personally as a grower. You feel me? It helped me out. Like, damn, I can achieve some fire. And knowing that it's coming from like a reputable brand, I like is Wizardries. Wizardries is known for a lot of their stuff. Their Tide Banger. Uh, they just opened up shop in New York. They're opening up shop in New York. Uh, California's going crazy with it. They weren't there as Olympics this year. I don't know why, but I believe they were set up at Mary Jane Berlin. I don't know if you guys ever been there. Tap in. Let me know how it is. That's on the bucket list as well. Mary Jane Berlin. It's one of the largest international uh, like weed event. So I mean, I definitely love to check it out, and that's pretty cool. You feel me? Brazil, that's dope. I definitely love to check out some stuff from out there from Brazil. So I love to check out from every corner of the earth. Honestly, I have an appreciation for the flower in itself more than just chasing for the top strain. I'm enjoying some of the landrace strains as well. You know, check out that. They're straight in the center. See if you can check that out. But yeah, I'm thinking about running some more Wizardries again. I'm just waiting for them to drop their next line. I've been seeing that they've been doing a whole bunch of crosses, going crazy. I saw they have been trying to do a toad cross. So if they drop a toad cross on there, I'm gonna have to drop a penny for them seeds or something because I think it might be towards their Tide Banger times Toad. So that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even some Toad. I know the homie Space City. He got some that he's growing, so y'all make sure y'all tap in with him. You know, the official Space City. He's doing a couple different cuts, or not cuts, but seeds of different crosses of Toad. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. That looks good.
Make it bigger and then put it back to that size. Just a little bit and then put it back to that size.
I don't know. I have some Bubba Kush too from Barney's Farms. That's another one I want to try to run as well because it gets such a bad rep. I remember when I was younger, Bubba Kush was, yeah, Bubba Kush was like a brand, or not a brand, but a strain that was up there
Okay,
because that's all we could get at the moment. You feel me? Um, but I want to do it justice because I really believe like as long as you obviously like yes, your grow has to be dialed in, right? But genetics play a giant role in it. You feel me? You can't get like just any random seeds off the streets. I mean, you can, but again, you'd have to do a lot of trials with it. Love you too. I don't know. That's just how I feel personally. Like I said, I'm big on the genetic side. I did. I already came out here. I had a whole selfie show with the plants and everything. Yeah. I told him I don't only just do the other grows. What do you think about Karma Genetics? Have you ever gone to their biker strains? I'm thinking about trying one, and I'd love to hear your opinion. Karma Genetics, honestly, myself personally, I have not heard of Karma Genetics, right? But shit, let me know what's up. Like, do they got some heat? Like, or at least from what you've seen, I'm always willing to do some research. You feel me? And try new strains. Like I was telling everybody in the chat earlier, like I'll order myself. If it's some heat, I'll do some research. I'll look into it. I'll order it, and then I'll do a whole series behind it. That way you can get a better view of it. Let me see. Well, genetics, environment, lighting. You're 100% correct. That's what I'm saying. Genetics play a giant role. The environment is there, and then yes, lighting for sure. Cause can you make it work with just one of those super little cheap light bulbs, like $60? You get little cheap lights. Of course, they with like 100 watts. I've seen people do it with the little light bulbs, the little twist-ons. It's possible, yeah, but 100% correct. You get the good genetics, right? That's gonna make sure that it's gonna, at least if you're not super locked in, you're still gonna produce some heat for the most part, right? Unless you could completely mess it up. The environment for sure, right? Your humidity, the amount of CO2 in the air, right? The amount of air exchange, right? All that temperature plays a giant role as well. But I agree with you. Genetics is up there because you could get some, like I said, Bubba Kush that gets a bad rep to it from like a all right seed person or cut person. But if you get like good genetics to where that Bubba Kush has been bred with more Bubba Kushes that are more mold resistant, or that are bred to be more larvae or to have more internodal spacing, people focus to make something that was once bad, had a bad rep, to make it better. Like I said, that Barney's Farms genetics, I'm gonna try it. I'm personally messed up the last two seeds I attempted. I had it in too cold of an environment, so they didn't really end up popping. You know, that's okay because we have some more. And then the homie Space City blessed. You feel me? Shout out again, my homie Space City. You feel me? He blessed me with some seeds. He actually gave me some umami seeds too. So I think that might be in the next run. What do y'all guys personally have any seed sites that y'all go to? That you guys have preferences for? Like myself, I go. Well, look, I personally try to go first directly to whoever the source is that came up with that strain or came up with that genetic specifically. Uh, that's number one, right? I have used other places like this page, right? On the it's a blue page with the letter F, right, as that logo, right? There's a page on there called B2ACG, Basic to Advanced Cannabis Growers, right? There's You can acquire what you need looking on the page, right? Superheat stuff, but I don't. How can I say it? I probably wasn't too locked in then, but the genetics wise weren't all there, right? Genetics wise, for what I felt like personally, super dope community in there. Just genetics from there weren't all too there. All right. Then I have gone to North Atlantic, Seedco. They were pretty good for as far as genetics goes for their stuff. For example, the Mimosa Evo, I got that from Barney's Farms. You can look them up, Barney's Farms Genetics, and then you'll be able to get them. Exactly. So CEO Operation Annihilation, he knows he's on game. Yeah, if you can go direct, if you can do a little research, right, to find out where the strain specifically comes from, it'll be the better in the long run. Why? Because then you don't have to run into the issue of how with this toad situation that had happened, right? A whole bunch of people had a whole bunch of Detroit runts getting told it was toad. What they say? I got some Seedsman, Multiverse Beans, and lots from breeders. Exactly, you feel me? So check them out. Seedsman, I heard of Seedsman too. I personally haven't ordered none from there. Ethos Apex, and I'm growing GMO and 24 karat gold. I was looking for the need to. Exactly. So look, the GMO. Let me know where you get the GMO from. I had the homie looking for a fire cut the GMO. So let me know. Leave that in the comments if you got on mind. But yeah, nah, for sure. I'm looking for some super terpy stuff. That's why with this Barney's Farms, right? Well, actually, I got tapped in with Jungle Boys, right? Where is that? Y'all see it right there. I got tapped in with Roach during his Olympics because I fell in love with that mimosa strain by them. I'm not gonna lie, no Diddy when I say this, and I'm gonna say it again, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, you know? But when you smoke that mimosa by them, it's like your mouth gets coated with orange creamsicle ice cream. That's what I tasted. That's what it felt like. It was amazing, you know. So that's what I'm trying to acquire with this Mimosa Evo because the Mimosa Evo is a strain that's crossed with Mimosa, and I want to say it's times like Orange Starburst or something like. I'm gonna go back to look at it specifically later, and it'll be in all the videos for that specific plant because that's gonna be for my topping videos, and we're doing another grow series with it. Uh, but yeah, I have the specific information for that. But yeah, I've heard Season is pretty good. A lot of people have codes for that. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Green Magic Gardening. He's pretty dope, Ribby. You know, he's shown how to grow some crazy fire in solo cups. If you tell that guy you can't do it, he's like, well, let's put it to the test. You know? And he's shown some super dope things. He used to I believe be sponsored by this bucket company. Is this grow company, right? You're able to order a bucket and the whole entire bucket would come like pre-amended and they had all the soils and stuff and it came with a seed, right? So boom, you get that, you would grow it there. And Rasta Jeff's orange gasm tastes like old school Tang. Not not Poontang. Shit, brother, I gotta look into that. I want to see where I could get some of that because I didn't know I liked that terp. I really did not know I liked that terp. I got an orange cream pop going from Homeboy. That's crazy. Oh my God, that sounds so amazing. Yeah, that orange, I didn't know I liked it so much, but you know, I like orange Fanta. You feel me? I like eating oranges. No, but that's for real. One that is like, yo, I was super strong flavor. The scent was crazy good. Yeah, it was amazing. That's my personal favorite. And that's what I'm hoping to replicate, or at least try to get something really close. I grew up on Tang. Oh man, I wish myself personally. I grew up on Reggie. You know, I'm gonna keep it real, but you know, I'm not old per se like that. I'm only 28, but I grew up. I started young, if that makes sense. I started the first time I smoked when I was 9 years old. It was from Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Like the strawberry starburst is badass too. Oh, for sure. I can just imagine. I mean, talking about strawberries, I was growing some damn strawberries. I planted them outside. Damn gardener ruined my damn grow. No, telling the orange dream is. Oh, okay. What do you think about the new breeds from Spain, Germany? I bought a cow breath from a German breed and it looks really promising. Honestly, from what I've seen, they they have some heat. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They got some heat. Latin America got in some heat too. Colombia, that's where I really want to get it. Right? I want to get some crosses from Colombia. I've heard there's a strain out there called Pelo Rojo or something like that. Uh, my in-law family, they're from Colombia. They were telling me they were like, oh, it's some of the strongest stuff at that time from over there. And I believe that's more of a land race strain from them. But yeah, I want to check out a lot of stuff. I'm open to, check it out. If y'all ever have any suggestions or like recommendations that you guys like, hey, check this seed spot out or this specific breeder out, send them my way because that's the only way to find out about things. To spread the knowledge. So I'm always willing to check y'all guys out or what you'll recommend. It'd be cool. I want to, grow some heat. So if you got some heat, let me know. You know where to get it. Let me know. Uh, but yeah, I have some Lit Farm seeds as well. Actually, a good amount of Lit Farm seeds. Uh, Humble Seed Company. I want to get some more from them. I know they produce some heat. Anywhere from that Emerald Triangle area, I know they're getting some heat in. I don't know if you guys have heard of In-House Genetics. They're for sure on my top list right now of me wanting to get some of their seeds. I am growing some of the homies Hotbox Grow Lab, which is partnered with In-House Genetics. I'm growing the Trinity Bliss Gelato times Bizcochito from them. But In-House Genetics has this banana cane, or banana cane, yeah, banana cane, I think it is. Oh my God. At least from all the images that I've seen from that plant, it looks like Frosty the Snowman. I got a few from In-House Genetics. There you go. You feel me? Let me know how that is. I wanna hear. You know, I like to hear about, like, put me on, like, what's good. You know, I want to learn, like, what terps, what to expect. I feel like that's gonna be a super stinky strain, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Carlos Vives has become big in Colombia. I believe he's known for Raspal. Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. I know somebody's out there with what is called rated gas, I believe it is, in Colombia, and they have some heat. I want to check it out. Sure, if you know his father. I got sugar cane V2 times banana cane, but I haven't tried it yet. Oh my God, Devin, bro. I need you to go ahead and post that. I'm not sure if you know his father. Who's his father? Yeah, I need you to post that grow though. I want to see that. That sounds so gas. That one is one that would get me excited for real, for real. Oh man, we all out. But yeah, that's definitely one that would get me super duper excited. Carlo Vivas Sr. That's the one with the long hair, I believe, right? Or am I thinking about somebody else? Hello, what's up? I want to say yeah though. I'm not too good with the names all the time of my head. But you show me a picture, or actually, you know, let me look them up real quick. I'm gonna get on game. Give me 2 seconds, because I'm not too good with the names off the top of my head. But if I see a face, who that is? It's not the singer guy, is it? This guy? Let me know. I'm trying to think. Carlos Vives. So what? The son is Junior. Saturno Genetics. Okay, CV420. I don't follow him right now, but you putting me on. Okay, okay. Colombian music artist. Yeah, they probably be playing at my in-laws all the time. My suegro, my in-law, that's all he plays. Yeah, he's a Colombian man through and through for sure. Okay, I see the homies. High grade mutants. I don't know if y'all ever checked them out too. His son's now breeding in Colombia. I just seen that. Yeah, Saturna Genetics, I think. I'm gonna definitely check them out for sure. Cause if I could get some Colombia in the States, yeah, and I ain't talking about, yeah, you know, yeah. Oh, but I don't know, guys. Also, let me know if you know any good mutant breeders. Right? I found a couple. Right? And I'll show you guys right now. I did Black Tuna Genetics. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna check them out. Cause I did a freak show and it grew so crazy. I don't know if you ever seen freak shows. Freak show, see, I mean the leaf grew like this, you know. That was it was an auto because I haven't been able to find no actual feminized seeds because I don't want to introduce it to my flower tent and then they just go ahead and, and start making nothing but mutants of everything seeds, you know? That'd be dope, but that's not the goal I'm going for. Uh, but yeah, I grew some freak show autos. It was okay. It was there, you know. But yeah, let's see what we got going on. What y'all been smoking on though? That was some Bucky's plus the Jungle Bubbles by Flamingo Melts, and then Bucky's by Growing with Jay. You feel me? Yeah, Sersky. It was definitely some heat. You know. Let me see who we got. Who we got? Let's see. Black Tune Generic. I'm gonna look them up. But yeah, I'm definitely looking into start breeding more, or not breeding more, but popping more seeds of different breeders. You know, start finding the real heat because, yeah, there's the big name ones, but there's also some small fish. You feel me? That produce some gas. And I think we were talking about with an Operation Annihilation earlier. Let's share the genetics. You know, let's share the seeds. Let's share the names. So I want to have some heat. Yeah. I don't know if y'all have ever looked them up, but the specific landrace strains too, the way they're just formed differently. Some are super larvae, some are like airy, some are super thick. You know, especially like in the Middle East side, it's crazy. Latin America, like we was just talking about it. He just put me on for sure. You know, you put me on. I'm gonna check them out. Hopefully, before this seed ban goes through, or at least here in the states. You know, at least here in the states, I think they said November 31st or something like that. They said they're not gonna start allow to have seeds no more, be able to get sent. Pretty much anything derived from what did they say, CBD or THC, anything with it, right? So who knows? I mean, you know how the game goes. People are still gonna get what they gotta get. It's always gonna happen. No worries, but they're just making it extra. And then hell yeah, no gatekeeping, never, never, never. You feel me? This ain't what our community's about. You know, I like to share the knowledge, and that's another thing. You feel me? Like I understand that this how can I say it? Where I'm at to where you're at, there's knowledge that could be shared. You know, you could tell me. I mean, I'm never too big here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know everything. I love to hear about everybody else. Girl, like the homie that came in here earlier asking what his name was, AG Ace from New York. You feel me? He's telling about he's getting some from Brazil. Oh no, he say he's in Brazil actually. Let me see. Going, I'm from Brazil. He say he's from Brazil. That's pretty dope, you know. If you ask me, like, bro, he's asking about wizardries from California, and that's the like, look how far that is from each other, you know. I think that's dope as hell. We say November 12th, I think. Yeah, see, that's even closer than I thought. Shit, like that's crazy. Like, why are they? I don't understand why they're trying to hinder this so much. Like, why do you want to stop a plant? What do you gain? Is what I really think is what they're not gaining. I don't think they're getting no money off of it. They don't. They're not getting their cut. They want a tax. That's really what I think it is. If I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, they just want to get their cut in this, and I don't like that. You know. Yeah, man. I know enough that I know that I don't know shit. No, for real. That's a, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I know enough, man, but it'll get me through for sure. But I promise you, I spend a lot of time just looking up a whole bunch of videos, you know, talking it over with the homie space. Uh, I want to get the best grow. I said maybe, hopefully soon. I want to get my hands in and probably try out some try my hand in living soil. You know that because that'd be more cost efficient. You know, like that'd be way more cost efficient. in the long run. I know it's expensive at the beginning, but it's cool. Like, I don't gotta really worry about too much pH in and this, and that. I just gotta feed the girls. From what I've seen, from what I've heard, again, like I don't know. Again, it's just from what I've seen, from what I've heard. The pH ain't too big of a deal because it auto adjusts in the soil because of everything that's in it. You know. So yeah, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll probably get into that. Hey, what's up, Tinks? You gonna say what's up to the chat? This is my little doggy right here. It's one of them. You feel me? I got a couple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So no, get off. No, you're doing too much now, Tinks. You're acting out for the camera. Ghetto. Real ghetto. No, but our biggest challenge here in Brazil is access to top quality genetics. Even though we have resellers carrying great seed banks, it's still difficult to get our hands on real top tier breeders. So what is it that like you looking for? Like, what are you in the market for? I guess like in Brazil, do you have big breeders from out there, or like you looking at breeders from the States? Because I know some breeders, at least here, they can work with getting, especially out there to Brazil. You could always tap in with the Instagram, growing underscore with underscore J, and then I could shoot you some, like some breeders that, at least the ones that I've gone to, that I've seen, that are producing some heat. And then some of them are even tapped in with seed banks, so they'll even do specials all the time, you know. But I'll send you their information so you can tap in with me on the Instagram for sure, and chop it up. I'd love to talk over genetics and talk over, see what's out there in Brazil. That'd be amazing. Just to see what it's looking like out there. I've seen some documentaries and then some dope stuff. Uh, yo, what's up? What's up, my boy Space? What's up, homie? We were just smoking a donut over here. We were rolling and smoking a donut. You know, check that out. I had that bubble. No, 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 the jungle bubble from Flamingo Melts inside of Bucky's. Right now, that's what we were testing. Just finished smoking on. We got Durbin Brown. He says, I was gonna say, I heard that soil is expensive. Yeah, for real. But they say at first it's expensive, but then again, in the long run, it ends up equating because then you don't have to buy more bags of soil, more bags of soil, more bags of soil. You just all you have to do is like reamend, and then get rid of the stem and roots. From what I've heard and seen, I don't know myself, but I've heard it's expensive for sure at the beginning. Uh, what do you say? For example, sangria when it finally gets here usually costs around 500% more than the original price. Oh my god! Oh my god! So what is it that y'all are? Is it just trying to get the genetics? Like, do you need like play? I guess references or referrals to get good genetics? Or how does that work? Or you just mean in general as far as like street wise, like black market wise? Also, an Operation Annihilation says the plant has been growing by itself forever. That's good, brother. I try to make every grow better, and I try to learn something with every grow. Of course, for real, because the plants are. I be telling everybody it's so crazy. Like after getting into the growing stuff myself, the appreciation I have for the grow is so much better. Like it's so much more, because I'm like, this plant talks to you. It tells you what it needs. Like, I need more of this. I need more of this. I need more of that. Oh my God. Sorry guys, that was real ghetto. My dog, they just came by, knocked it down. I got you guys. Uh, but yeah, it's just like, man, these plants are like so attentive. They're so appreciative of everything though. Like right now, I fed the girls. We'll probably go back inside right now, go check out the babies real quick. But they're so appreciative. They be praying whenever they're loving what I'm giving them. They're like, yes, thank you, thank you. Hey, shout out Space City, shout out Durbin Brown. He say, yes, sir. Operation say he want a snack. Man, I'm telling this one's a girl, right? Her name is Tinkerbell. That one, she loves food. She don't care about nothing else but food. She's such a big bag. She be pissing me off, but that's my dog. I'll be still throwing her something here and there. Got to. That's a little doggy, you know. AG Ace says Brazil is there still a very prohibitionist country, which makes access to a lot of things much more difficult for us. Damn. Damn. So Brazil is still back there. I would have thought they're more up, like as far as advanced, and more loving for the plant because they're more down south, I guess. I don't know. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I thought they were more open to the plant because there's a lot more countries that are more welcoming down there, I guess, for flowers. From what I thought, you know. Uh, Space says, "Sheesh, let me catch up, man. Yes, Ersky. I'm thinking about rolling up another one real quick. We might go back up in the room real quick. Go get another one ready if y'all down." And then Operation Annihilation says, "Just keep re-amending." Yeah, for the living soil. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I heard. It's just re-amending, but I heard those amendments themselves do go up. You know, Gaia Green does produce a lot of stuff. I have tried their stuff before. You know, the 444 and the what else did I try? I don't remember what else I tried from them. I think it was just the 444. But I really do want to get some stuff, like I said, because we don't just be growing like my flower. I'm also out here with the wifey, and we got a whole bunch of plants. Let me see. Let's check them out again. Hold on. So we got these girls. I'll be getting them discounts. So look, my hibiscus is sleeping right now. This is a Hollywood hibiscus. That's what it's called. That's the Jessica Rabbit, as the wifey calls it, because you know Hollywood, right? Then we got these little uh beautiful plants. I forgot what their name right now. I'm blanking out. We just finished smoking a donut, right? So we got these girls over here looking beautiful. This is actually like a lemon tea type plant. It's crazy, super crazy lemony terps. You know, not for real though. And then we have our other hibiscus right now. She's getting ready to drop these and open these in the morning. So yeah, guys, we got all these plants coming in. Let me see. Let's check back in. What space say? My plants say they need more donuts. Yes, sir. Ski more donuts. And then Space says the mic is on point, player. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. There you go. The DJI Mic Mini. I just got it. I think it was on special for like 40 something bucks. I think it was. So far, works really good. Very simple to connect. Um, I mean, you guys tell me if it sounds pretty good or not. You know, what you say? Space said, let's do it, bet. Let's go back in there. Let's get another one ready real quick. You feel me? What A say? You only live once, and I chose to live dangerously. That's what I'm talking about. It's better. Hold on, I might get loud for a second. Hold on. But it's better. It's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. You know. So let's. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? And I understand that to the fullest. You know, I freaking shit. I was part of the infantry, so you know, you understand my life how it goes. You feel me? Yeah, I like living it. Shout out to again to the Black Hawk Nation right there. Shout out to the homies, all the homies in the Ranger. Yeah, shout out to them. But what you say? Darren Brown said I'm about to load one up myself. Okay, bet we're all about to match. Let's do it. Miss Space City says, hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Shout out Miss Space City again. Check her and official Space City out. That's the homies right there, both of them. Miss Space City gets down with the food. You know, all her meals that she makes, plus the reviews that she does. She does a lot of great reviews. So if y'all ever wondering if something is heat or not, check her out. As far you know what I'm saying, especially with the edible side, the drinks as well. She has a lot of reviews on that. Super heat, super heat. The same thing with Official Space City. That's a homie. Same thing with their Grow channel, their podcast channel. Check out their merch channel. You feel me? Super heat, super dope reviews. You know, same thing with the Big Name Flowers. Check them out. They'll be able to do reviews on that too. Uh, let's check out these girls though real quick. Let's check out the babies. Look at this. Look at this. So in the back right here, we have the Mimosa E, Barney's Farms Genetics. You see she's topped, so she will be growing these two from the top. Yeah, cause she's looking good, looking gravy. Then over here we have the Trinity Bliss Gelato times Biscochito is by Hotbox Grow Labs, who's partnered with In-House Genetics. Shout out to him. And then here, like I said, they just popped today. Like they're just popping, you know. Look at that. Sheesh. You know, look at the babies. They just popped today. So that's super cool. These are the testers that we'll be doing for Hotbox. No, I'm sorry. Grow it underscore show it. You know, we over here, we got our temps. Let's see what we looking like. 72 with 43. I probably raised up the humidity a little bit more in here, but still good. Again, like I was saying, I'll run the Vivo Sun light earlier as far as for this tent. So we looking good right there. We got the 2x4 tent right here, which we're gonna go ahead and transfer the girls out soon too, because we'll be taking cuts off of this one, pass them over. You feel me? I might give some cuts over to the homie over there, Space City, if he wants some, or you feel me? Bless another homie with him. But yeah, so that's the next step. Excuse me. Flowering tent over here. We got the 8x8. It's pretty good size. Y'all see, when I come in here, I can walk in here and I still got space. You know, we're gonna re-get it back up. You feel me? So let's go. Let's get something ready. Let me see. Point y'all guys back down. Get y'all guys back set up. Let's see. Hold on. I need to go ahead and connect this one to the charger because my phone about to turn off. So, okay. Let's get back to it. What we got over here? Let's see what we're working. We're only gonna do flour for this one. I'm all out of everything else as far as rosin, but we were using the Flamingo melts. Right? We had the where it's at. Let's see if it auto adjusts. There you go. That Jungle Bubbles. Right? It was spritzer times papaya. Super, super good. Flavoring. So that was some heat. Let me see. I might actually have some element, some king size wire. Let's see. Because if I do, I don't have to use this one. There you go. I got the Element Phantoms. I'll put this one back. This one's too small for me. You know, they say size doesn't matter, but I'm not a believer in that. Size does matter. King size wide right there. There you go. See, brand new pack. I knew I had it. But we're going to put this to the side. Boom. Right there. Go ahead, get our mold down. Just to hold it down. That it doesn't start crinkling up again. You know, we're gonna go ahead and rerun some Buc-ee's. You know, again, like I said, we're down to our most, which is okay with me. You know, my bad. I'm over here putting them to the side. That way I could get some nugs out. Let's see, guys. All right, so let's start breaking some down. While we're breaking some down, let me go ahead and check into the comments real quick. Let's see. We got Durbin Brown right here shouting out Miss Space City. Shout out Miss Space City. You feel me? Hibiscus. Yes, hibiscus, the plant. There is different types of hibiscus. So they have the hibiscus that you can make into the teas, right? Then they have their tropical hibiscus. So the tropical hibiscus, the ones that are gonna produce the pretty flowers for you every single day. Literally every day it drops flowers, and then every day, you know, I mean, it pops a flower, but every day they die off, and that's just the way it does every single day. Or they have the other kind, that's the Roselle, I believe is how it's pronounced, and that's the one that you can go ahead and make into your tea. Um, that's usually like a Hispanic thing, from what I know. Agua de Jamaica, I think is what it is. And then, but I mean, I'm not myself personally. I'm not a fan of it, so I don't really drink it. I just like the ones that look pretty out here for my house. Uh, but yeah, Space said I'm matching up. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the homie Space. Well, Operation Annihilation says, did you bring back beans from Korea? Oh man, I wish I could have. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was on the hunt while I was out there. The only thing I did find was a really, really good rep plug. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you a little story. You know, we're gonna have a little story time since we're here. Uh, when I was out there, I used to take a trip, right? Take taxi, right? Honestly, the taxis when I had free time, right? Let me say it like that. When I had free time, I'll take a trip over to the Air Force Base. The Air Force Base used to have all the nice things, right? Because it's the Air Force. They don't get the shitty stuff, right? So I used to go over there. It's called Osan. There's this. If you ever been out there to Korea and military side, you know what I'm talking about. But out there, it's called the Ville, right? What is the Ville? The Ville is just right outside the base. That's how they describe it. The what's right outside the base. It's literally a little village that's been Americanized, right? So what that is like it has a McDonald's, it has a whole bunch of little stores, has bars left and right because you know what are you gonna do when you're out there in Korea? You can't smoke like you can here in the States and find it everywhere. It's a little bit well, it's actually way harder because it's super legal out there. Uh so I wasn't able to get them because of that as well. Like I said, it's super illegal. Uh but so I went to Osan one day. And I'm out there just looking in the Ville. And what happened? I find this store that sells bags, like backpacks, like tactical bags, right? Again, saw military in that area, so they know they're gonna sell tactical bags. So I walk in there and it's just me and the store owner. I don't know if you guys ever been to New York or know about like bodegas. Just imagine something that size or smaller. Maybe yeah, about the size of a bodega in New York. Like their little corner store, super small. And he's just walking around like checking inventory. I guess the bag's on the wall. I'm not paying no mind to it. I don't really care, you know. And then he comes up, like whispers by me. He's like, "Hey, you like bags?" And it threw me off. I was like, "What? Like what you mean? Like what do you mean? Like do I like bags? Like who asked that, right?" So I was like, "Bro, like what do you mean?" He's like, "Do you like Nike, like name brand bags, like Adidas and stuff, right?" Because the tactical bags weren't like there was no brand to it, right? And so I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, okay, cool. I don't know like Korean. I can't understand Korean. So he calls somebody on the phone. He says what he says. I don't know what he says, right? And then before I know it, he just closes the store up, right? Just pulls down the like the gate. And I'm like, bro, is this dude trying to lock me in? Like, what's going on? So there's stores right there, had like apartment up top. That apartment. So he's like, come follow me. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I follow him and it's an enclosed staircase, you know? And I'm like, all right, two things gonna happen. He's either gonna try to kill me or he's gonna try to do something to me. I don't know. At that point, my mind, I didn't know what to think. But again, I was an infantryman at that time. So like, you know, like my mind was always ready. At all times was I ready. But man, he opened the door, and once they buzzed me in, man, when I tell you every single big brand was there, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Dior, Prada, like MCM, like all super stuff, like expensive stuff, they had it there for super cheap. That's the only thing I found in Korea though. But yeah, let me go back into this. My fault. Operation Island says, "Thank you for your service, Jay. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Anytime, you feel me? I got y'all. This was for. Let me see. Darren Brown says, "Do you use those auto wicking pots for your plants?" I do. So, like I was telling the guys earlier, the auto drip emitter was booty cheeks. It was ass from VivoSun. The self wicking ones, the auto wicking pots, yes. Like you talking about the bases, right? The one with the shoelaces. That's what I use with fabric pots. Fabric pots doesn't have to be like a specific brand for it because they all pretty much do the same thing. Just some are a little bit easier, I guess. They have the little tie down points for if you want to do some low stress training and things of that stuff. But yeah, with hey, is it Ace or Agachi? Let me know. You said 43% humidity. That's my dream. Here in Brazil, it's usually 80% humidity plus weather. It's hot or cold. So thankfully, the specific room I'm in does collect some of the humidity from outside, which helps it get to the 43%. Uh, or actually helps it regulate to 43% because I also have the window unit here, which does regulate my temperature. And I have that usually set at about 68 degrees. So that way, when it disperses throughout the room, it could, regulate inside the tent. I leave the tent open myself for that same reason. Uh, what the homie Space say? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Miss Space City says nice trade. Hell yeah. Shout out to Miss Space City. Yeah, the trades came from LA Family Farms during the Olympics, which is very cool. Shout out to the LA Family Farms. I'm a very big fan of theirs for their donuts myself. Honestly, I'm a very big fan of their donuts. Uh, done tried damn near every single flavor of them. They're very good. I don't really have too many complaints for their donuts or their flowers. Their orange drip. Let me say that as like we were talking about orange terps earlier. That orange drip from LA Family Farm was so fire. It had super orangey terps to it. Yeah, like all the citrus. And look, we use king size. The extra wide. You know, Let me see what they say. Walk-in tent, hell yeah, yeah. That walk-in tent is fire. I'm able to get a good amount of plants in there, but I will say if I do the training to them, the last grow, I had 3 plants in there, 3 Bucky's number fives, right, and it took over half of the entire tent, you know. So it just depends. I could get a lot, but if I hit them with a lot of training, then it'll just take up all the space. But yeah, it's definitely a lifesaver with it. We did get a whole bunch of new grow lights for this next flower run. I'm really excited for that to see how that's going to operate, as it is a light bar style for the lights as opposed to the big block style ones that I was running before, or the solid ones like the VivoSun one. Uh, it is a big difference. Let me see. What they say? Napkin. What that mean? I don't even remember no more. Napkin. Got you say it was great meeting you. I just subscribed. Definitely keep following the channel. Please do more live streams. As we say in Brazil, your pica de cochorro. Absolutely de cachorro. Absolute legend. Thank you very much, Mr. Got You New York or Ace. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got you for sure. I'll tap in with you. We're gonna try more of the live streaming for sure. I just gotta break out of my little bubble. You know, I'll be a little. I don't want to say stage fright, but I'm really bad at it, so I'm gonna try to get better. You know, but thank you for so much for tapping in. I appreciate you for subscribing. We're definitely gonna have more grows and stuff being uploaded. You know, tap in, man. I'll try to get you. I'll try to get you a little shirt and everything sent out to Brazil. That'd be really dope. Have somebody out there walking in Brazil with some of the merch. I'm gonna try to drop some shirts soon. Uh, but yeah. Mhm. What they say, yup. I was wondering those were worth it. Do you always keep them full or do you let them go dry in between refills? So what the grow, actually I use them for the wizardry, the lucky 123. They help me out so much. So what I would do is I would do a top feeding, and then I would do the bottom base feeder, right? The wicking one, because it would help it to keep it fed way longer, and plus it helps keep the pests down a lot. Because why? The pests like the soil to be moist, right? And they want it to be at the top 2 to 3 inches of the plant in itself, or of the soil in itself, right? So if you're bottom feeding more often than you are top feeding, you're gonna help prevent some of the pests from growing in there, right? So again, like I said, it does help with that. Boom, we just got another one ready and roll for sure. I definitely enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna be running it for this next grow. Uh, but yeah, I'll wait till it's completely dry and then I'll refill it. I don't like to keep it too long in there, because then you also got to start thinking about the pH of the plant. Don't Another thing I will say with those, the laces. So the shoelaces, you do have to keep account of those, and account of when you have the plant, right? So if you're running any netting, right, like trellis netting, it's gonna be super hard to get it out, right? Because you're gonna have to clean the base in itself out. So that's something to take into consideration when you're doing that. Um, what do you say? Space said there's the most is fires, the most is heat. Space knows, space smokes nothing but gas. You feel me? So he be there. He's definitely a good person that take their word for the nutrient. I mean, for the nutrient, for the flower that they got. Well, Operation Knowledge says sometimes I think a grow room would be nice, but tends to do much easier to control the environment. Yes, they do. So it's way easier to control the environment because it's enclosed. So like me myself, I do have somebody come and take care of my area here and make sure that they try to prevent from pests being in this area. Any little bugs, any critters, so it gets sprayed. But so that me having my tent closed does help with that. Um, but it does. Okay, I will say this though. It does get hotter, so it does suck a little bit more, because then I have to run over here, open the tent, so that way it can breathe a lot easier. Because the lights do produce a lot of heat, and then it's just reflecting from wall to wall to wall to wall. So it does kind of get hot. Uh, well, oh, so much easier. Okay, okay. Spaces said one of us. Hell yes, one of us, right there. Y'all would not want to be taking them on and off those under low net. Yeah, so I struggle with that so much. When I had done the grow with the Lucky 123, it was, once I got it down. I mean, I was able to do it, but you have to take the laces out, because then you have to make sure if there's any buildup of nutrients on your laces, that you get that all taken care of, because then it's going to be stagnant, which can then mess up with the feeding of the plant itself. That's just things to take into consideration. But if you're not running no nets, uh, you don't really have nothing to worry about, really, because then you're just gonna go ahead and just lift it off of the pot. Uh, okay, so yeah, my fault, guys. So yeah, the tent is nice. Here, I'll give y'all a little quick view. It's still dirty. I haven't gotten to it yet, again, because I'm not there yet. But well, me, bring this, guys. So like I said, I run Vivo Sun a lot myself. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, no way. But it's just easier to find their stuff, I guess, for myself. They got good deals on them. This is an AC Infinity controller, if I'm not mistaken. because it's connected to this inline fan. Now, the inline fan, the controller's been really good. I don't have a code for that, but the homie Space City does. So y'all go ahead, use his code. Check that out for AC Infinity, I believe. But yeah, so we just got this tent. So we got these new lights. Look, check it out, guys. Right here. I have 3 more that I will be putting all around here. You know, pretty big lights. Then we had this little baby. Well, it's not a little baby one. It's a pretty big one too, as well in here. We'll get that out. Plus, we were running a big extension base right here for all our connections. You know, it's a little industrial sized one and all our cables. But yeah, guys, plus we had our little fans. Yeah. Gotta get it back cleaned up in here, guys. But yeah, so that's that. That's for the big tent. We'll get that in right soon. We'll get it back set up. We're gonna have a whole bunch of new stuff coming in. Let me see. Boom. Check them out. Make sure y'all tap into because they've been doing their grow updates with my homie Space City. They're also growing the TBG Time Bizcochito. They're also gonna be growing some heat right there. Oh yes, sir. Ski. Oh, where did I leave the other device? Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and match y'all. I'm sorry if I took the longest, you feel me? I probably took the longest. Okay, so it says Space City says my TBG times Bizcochito is looking nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, the homie got it right there. We say my Darren Brown said my tent's small, so I would always have a net and flour. For sure, understood. You feel me? Like I said, I started off with just the 2x2, that little one right there. That's the one I started off with, and trust me, yeah, I'll get you. Darren Brown says, dang, double doors and shit on both sides. You see that? Sheesh. And the whole thing can open, so I can literally take the entire, like both doors off, pretty much, or open them even bigger because it goes down there. They have an extra zipper and everything, so I could open it up even bigger. Very fire. That's what I'm saying. Vivo Sun, they got some heat. They haven't sponsored me yet, but they got some heat. I like it. What he said, the toe crosses are strong. I would definitely recommend them. Hell yeah! Again, check out my homie Spacey. He got a couple great cuts or seeds of different crosses of toad. Make sure y'all check out that series. What Operation Island said, HLG that's the horticulture lighting group. I believe it's this red one right here. Yes, sir, Ski. I got it. Pretty good deal. Honestly, I've gotten all of my stuff. I got in my stuff. Pretty good deal. Y'all will not believe. If I told y'all the price I paid for this light, y'all would not believe me. I got it from a grower that he had a giant grow in a different state. And he's like, hey, I'm just shutting down. I just want to get rid of it. Pretty much gave them away for free, you know? So we got those. We're going to be running those for sure. You know, that the HLG light, that one's gonna be in the 2x4 tent next, so I can have more space for the other lights in here. You know, and this big ones are called natural lighting. They're how much are they? 650 watts each. You feel me? Nothing too crazy, but you know they're definitely gonna be producing some heat. But let's go ahead and get y'all in there. Let's match my fault. Let me turn on my light. Because then y'all for sure gonna hear wifey in the background yelling at me later on, talking about, you don't turn off the lights, you know? Trust me, yeah, I know. It's all right. But yeah, guys, that room in itself is completely closed off from the rest of the house and the space. And hold on, let me get you guys out here. Hold on, that's the wrong light. Because then you're not going to be able to see. There y'all go. There y'all go. Now y'all can see me. Let's go ahead and get back up out here so we can match. Let's see. Okay. We have us here. Not a donut, but just a little nice little roll. A little baseball bat, you feel me? Because it's a little fat at the tip. It's all right. Let me know what y'all matching with tonight. You know, I appreciate everybody in here. You feel me? Coming in, chopping it up with me, talking. You know, I'm not really too much of a live person. My fault for that, guys. You know, I'll try to get more active on here. Uh, that way, more of y'all could tap in. You know. Again, we could spread knowledge, just chop it up, just talk. Tell me about your growths. If you guys have grown, if you haven't grown, what would you like to start off with growing? You know, let's tap in. You know, let me see. Space City says yes, sir. I ain't a live person either, but people watch. Now, honestly, hey, I'm gonna give props always to my homie Space City because he's the one that really got me like motivated to start doing this shit. Like, you know, I didn't really want to start getting behind the camera. And he's just like, bro, just do it. You know, it's like, fuck it. One person watches, and that's one person that's watching you didn't have before. You know, and it's true. That's the same way I feel about a lot of stuff. You know, and I'm like, man, fuck it, just do it. You know. Let me see. So, but y'all can see out here, it's definitely more. It's definitely more humid outside than it is in there. You know, we definitely more higher than 40. You know, 43%. Um, let me see. Let me see. Obi says, "Gotta have you as a guest on my live next time." Man, for real, you know, for sure doing it. Me and the homie, anytime. You know what I'm saying? Do it again. They're probably gonna see us for sure in the shops when we do guests. You know, I'll sometimes hop in his lives. You know, I'll be there because we be blowing gas. You know, we would try to do shows specifically him. You know, he's definitely gonna be the one that's gonna give you the best reviews for it. But you'll see me there too. We'll give our reviews together. What we feel like, what the strain is looking like. Check him out. I think he just did one on this Grandpa Booth, I think it was called. Yeah, you know, but we'll be out there, especially with the Aubrey Bayou City Exotics. Getting some exotic in. But yeah, she said we're doing a podcast in the morning. I would, but tomorrow's, you know, Sophie, my little girl's birthday party, so we're gonna do her little something. If y'all free, slide through. You know, we starting after 3. You know, we're starting after 3, so y'all slide through. Uh, Spacey said, "I'm gonna go watch Spider-Man tomorrow. Been ducking spoilers like Neo in the Matrix." Brother, you don't understand how happy I was that I saw it already because the amount of spoilers that I saw already immediately after watching the movie, it pissed me off for everybody else. Because I said, I know had I not watched it on Thursday, it would have been ruined for me, you know? What do you say? Shout out my boy Chop, not for sure. Shout out Chopskis, you know, it's my baby, that's my love. It's my bro right there, you know? Locked in for over 10, you know? For sure. It's my brother right there. HGB brother right there, you feel me? From the space says Chopsky. Yeah, shout out Chop. That's the bro right there. I love him. Space City says, I heard it was good. Hey, brother, it was good. I'm not going to spoil nothing for you. It was good. That's all I'm going to say. It was just good. Yeah. after you watch it, though, we can definitely go ahead and talk about it. But we could do a review on that one, you know? mm. We could do a little smoke session, talk about the movie. Hey, just letting y'all know though, we're gonna put in the title, spoiler alerts, because once we talk about the movie, we're gonna talk about the movie. But we're gonna be blown while we doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. He said, hell yeah. Spider Talk podcast. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, personally myself, so I definitely be down. I'm big into the comics themselves, you know. Got a couple sites to get them for free, you know. Allegedly, you know. Word to my boy over there, Space. you know. For damn, let me see what we could say. Yeah, because even the interviews with the cast, they started trying to get them to say a lot of things on there, and it was really stressful. I was like, man, hold on, don't spoil it for me. I want to watch it. But it was definitely good. I watched it in RPX. I couldn't watch it in 4DX. I really wanted to watch it in 4DX. That way I come on, my neck more broken or whatever, you know? Well, she said, I need time to watch those breakdowns. Ah, for real. Well, for this one, I'm trying to think. Like, I'd say just watch the last Spider-Man movie. The last. Yo, hello. Yeah. All right, bet. I'll head out right now. All right, bet. Bye. Yeah, but I'd say probably catch up with the last movie, the last Avengers. I want to say the one I can't remember off the top of my head. We smoked already. You feel me? But watch the one where they forget the snap, the Thanos one. That's the Avengers Endgame one. Watch that and then watch the last Spider-Man movie, and that'll get you about caught up as much as you need for the most part. You know. Mm, that'd be badass though. Reviewing some movies, getting high, talking about other ones. That'd be dope. I'd be down for that. Y'all let me know if y'all be down for that sesh. We'll talk movies. We'll talk genetics. We'll talk flower. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, always good conversations with the homie right there, Space City and Mrs. Space City. Again, y'all check them out. What's it? Y'all seen have y'all seen Odyssey? To everybody out there, y'all seen Odyssey? Man, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard nothing but good things, and I really want to watch it in 4DX. You feel me? Like, Diddy, but I'm trying to get sprayed with some water. Like I seen the movie scenes where people are out excuse me, watching the movie and the seat is just rocking them back and forth, and then just throwing them left side, whatever, and then it just sprays the water because of the boat movement. It's super dope, super cool. Mm, always says movies and doobies. Y'all don't steal that. Hey, now for it, that's gonna be a segment that we're gonna run me in space. You feel me? That's gonna be our segment when we run them together. Fucking do movie reviews and smoke sessions. Space said, "I want to see it, but I ain't gone yet. Nah, for real. I want to see it, but I haven't made it there yet. Maybe this week I'll probably go check it out. I'll probably go check it out this week or so. Um, Deborah Brown says, I heard it was good. I'll probably wait till I saw Pride though. Honestly, for which one though? Spider Man or Odyssey. They're both good from what I've heard, you know. Space City said, "This is the way, Durban, for real. To watch it together. What is it? Movies and doobies. We might have to put it to where we angle some mirrors to where the movie you could see it in the background or something. And me and the homie is chilling over here, you know. That way we're not directly showing the movie on the screen. And while we smoking." What Dermot say? He said Odyssey Spider-Man will probably be on Disney. I don't even have that. I haven't seen a Spider-Man in a while. Oh my God, Durbin, you're missing out. I feel like Spider-Man's one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. He's always been held pretty high for me, you know, because Spider-Man, you know, he's just a regular kid. And then he's like from the ghettos or whatever. They've been fire movies, man. Like all the last ones, plus the Avengers. I can't say the same thing myself personally, right? Again, it's my own personal opinion on like the X-Men movies, the Fantastic Four movies. Like, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of the new movies of those, but the Spider-Man movies, dude, they've been killing it. And I think that's partly because not only are they getting backed by Marvel money, but they're also getting backed by Sony Disney money, you know, like, or Marvel and Disney, same thing, but Sony and Disney Marvel money, you know, like they're able to get backed by that so much more, so they're able to produce a little bit better movies. I think, in my personal opinion, you know. Mm, Space says they've been good, Durbin, for real. Like the movie's been great. He said Tom Holland killed it. That's true. I will say Tom Holland is up there because, okay, let's get into the nitty gritty of it, right? Because now we have the first Spider-Man. He gave us that high school student look, but honestly, we all knew he looked older than a high school student, right? Tobey Maguire is what I'm talking about. He was a great Spider-Man. I loved him, right? But honestly, Tom Holland is getting like he's able to get more into the actual character of Spider-Man, who he was, right? That also has to do with the directing. There's pretty good directors on that team. Like he's able to embody Spider-Man better, in my personal opinion. You feel me? Uh, Darren Brown says I heard those Homecoming ones are good. Maybe I'll check them out for sure. I mean, they're all good. Like I said, I love the way they bring in the villains into the movies. You know, it's just like I grew up watching that. Which you can watch with a Disney account too. You know, the old Spider-Man cartoons. You know, uh, you can watch the original ones. Same thing with the X-Men for the '90s. Fire, fire. I grew up watching those. So like, seeing these, I think they're giving them a little bit more freedom in these Tom Holland movies to be more comic correct compared to the Garfield one and the Tobey Maguire one. Tobey Maguire, best freaking Venom's, to my personal opinion. They freaking killed it. Same thing with the way they brought in Sandman into that. It was dope. Then you had the Green Goblin interaction, boom, freaking Harry Osborn. Dude that played Harry Osborn was fire. What's his name? Franco. I feel like they killed it at the cast, right? But again, same thing. Tom Holland has a younger cast who kind of has more of the connection for the comic correct versions, you know? Let me see. Spacey says, grab that free trial for Disney Durban and just catch up and cancel. Hey, honestly, no cap. Just go keep remaking free email accounts. There's some that you get 15-minute access to just to get the codes and then just keep running that account, you know? I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. That's not. I'm just saying what I would do. I'm not telling you to do anything, though. You know, don't incriminate me. No. Darren Brown says LOL. No, what Space City said? They said this was Spider Man as a man. I thought I was gonna see Spidey with low testosterone and a mortgage. I know. How does that work though? In New York, they got apartments mostly. You know, like I don't know, man. That's how I feel. I don't know. How y'all feel? Which one was y'all's favorite Spider Man to date? I'm not including this new movie. I'm just talking about like just in general, like from all Spider Mans that came out. Myself personally, want to say it's a 1984 Spider Man, the cartoon one. Best Spider Man out there. The voice actor killed it in that. You know, because like a lot of remakes for shows, I don't really get into. Like, I didn't really care for like The Flash. Daredevil was cool. Daredevil was cool. I'm big into like more so Marvel shows than DC shows or movies really in general. I'm more of a Marvel guy. Um, Supernatural though, or not Supernatural. I'm stupid. Smallville. Y'all ever seen Smallville? I love that show. Smallville was so fire. I hate that they never brought him in his suit. Really brought anybody in their suit. I heard this because they had like a little conflict internally going on as to why they couldn't do it. But yeah, they had Flash on there. That was dope ass episode. I had a lot of good people on there. The way they introduced Lex Luthor, fire. Mm, I know they had another show that Clark and Lois, but I think they changed the characters if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't get into that one too much. They didn't really, you know. I don't know what Space is. Smallville was dope. The last episode showed him in the suit. I believe, yeah, right when he like took off flying or some shit like that, because he also never really fly too much in the show. It just showed him like doing big ass like shitload of running, hella cardio. He said, but just the chest. Yeah, yeah. I think when he came by and it was just like the chest right in front of the screen or whatever it was. Smallville was dope. I know the actors came out here for like not the Comic Cons, but they're called like RetroCon or something. So they get like actors from old shows to come out to the city and stuff like that. Miss Space says Smallville was good. Smallville was dope. I love watching it. And it really just takes me back to like back then because I used to watch on a big ass TV, you know, like the big old ones, the dinosaur looking ones. And I remember just listening to that. Somebody said, you feel me? I'm not the best singer, so don't judge me. No, but it was start off dope. It was they embodied a lot of the emotion very good into it, and that's what I'm appreciative of, especially when they make a lot of things is the embodiment of emotion, like the way that you're able to make the cat. I mean, not the cast, but the people watching feel what you want them to feel. That's how I feel about flour. I want to get some heat. That's not sprayed. You feel me? So like, if it says it's gonna taste like oranges, make it taste like orange. Like hopefully it tastes like oranges. You know. But not everybody, not every show's like that. Not every strain is like that. And it's okay. High thoughts with Jay. What the homie saying had me feeling like I'm from Kansas. Nah, for real. I was gonna click 3 times. I was gonna end up like Dorothy. Mm. Nah, for real. I always wanted to check it out. Though. I always wanted to go to Kansas just off that show. Smallville. Actors were good too. I don't know what else I've seen that's good recently. I don't know. I'm very picky. I'm very hard to please when it comes to shows, when it comes to movies. I don't really like watching TV, you know. I don't really like watching movies. I'm catching up, I guess, on old shows. I don't know if you ever seen Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat was fire. You know, Fresh Off the Boat was a real good show. It ended very stupidly though. It was just like very rushed. It felt like to me personally, it felt rushed to finish the show. Yeah, things been smoking pretty good. It's pretty good. Roll by Jay, you feel me? Start making some, having to sign them. You know, I get the little food safe markers. You know, space. That was Eddie Huang show, right? Yeah, Eddie Huang was the main character. That was a dope show. I liked it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was so fun. It was very funny to me. I don't know. It was very simple humor. Cause like relatable as a kid, you know, like myself person growing up from a different culture, upbringing, and then getting raised over here, you know, like it's really it's funny almost, you know, cause growing up, I come from a Mexican background myself, right? They're very traditional Mexicans. But growing up in the city of Houston, you know, I was born in Acres Homes. It's the north side of Houston, northwest side of Houston, I guess you could say. And it was really ghetto there. You feel me? On my mama's side. On my daddy's side, I grew up in the southwest side. Right? They were separated. They weren't together, right? What was me? Whatever. But it was like real ghetto. Uh but we grew up with a different culture, I guess you could say, because down south in Texas, everything was slowed down and screwed up, you know, in Houston. Um, so I grew up jamming screw. You feel me? All my music was chopped and screwed, slowed down, you know. I saw the color purple and it was my color. I grew up seeing slabs. If y'all don't know what slabs are, look them up. Just type in on Google slabs Houston. Y'all see them cars with big rims, candy paint, music, you know, system put in, you know, custom interiors, things of that nature. I grew up with that. As to a lot of my family, they grew up very cultural, very listening to corridos, listening to whatever, you know, feel me? A whole bunch of music, like Spanish music, you know, Hispanic music. And which I did too, you feel me? Don't get me wrong. I'll be out there, I'll be jamming. But it was always like an issue to where they were like, bro, like why aren't you so cultural like yourself, like your family? I'm like, bro, like because I didn't grow up out there. You feel me? And it's the same thing on that show. That's how I feel like the show is Eddie Huang. I related to him a lot for that aspect, you know, and it was just very funny to me. I don't know. Uh, I like his cooking show. Fresh off the boat was solid. I haven't checked out the cooking show. Which one's that one? Let me know. Blood Ninja Scope says, "Yo, what's up, homie? What's up?" Space City says, "Blood Ninja, what it do? Yes, Sirski, what it do?" You feel me? Let me see. Blood Ninja Scope said, "Cop some lemon Dior to hold till I get my Q ski drop." Yes, Sirski. That sounds fire. Lemon Dior sounds like some heat. Let me know how that's smoking. And then Operation Annihilation says puro corridos. You feel me? Nah, I jam corridos too. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all call my phone and I have my audio turned on. It's a corrido. I got a custom AI one made for myself. You feel me? It's a custom corrido for me. You know, and I have that set as my ringtone when somebody called me. So, like I said, I'll be jamming to it, but I'm also screwed up. So I jam the chapa cumbias also instead of the reggae cumbias. You know, be slowed down saying chop corridos, you know. If y'all don't know, look them up on YouTube as well. Y'all get in the mood. Smoke a blunt, smoke a joint, hit the bowl, hit the bong, Put some chopped and screwed, and y'all gonna understand how we do, you know, and why we do what we do down here. That's right. Um, Space City Cannabis. It's on the Travel Channel. That boy Eddie is a successful chef. I didn't know that shit. I'm about to look it up as soon as we done. Miss Space says we have to be more Mexicans than Mexicans and more Americans than Americans. That's right. I look. That's why. And I don't mean to be big headed or talk shit like nothing like that, like by myself. That's why, bro. Look, I graduated at the age of 17 before I turned 18. Bro, motherfuckers didn't think I was gonna do it. I was supposed to have dropped out. I was driving from one side of the city to the other side of the city every single day to get to school to graduate. Plus, a lot of motherfuckers didn't think I was gonna make it into the military either, cause I didn't know nobody in the motherfucking military. All I know is ghetto motherfuckers and motherfuckers in jail and in the streets. And shout out to them. They my brothers. I love them to death. But you feel me? Like nobody thought I'd make it through that shit. And they're like, oh, nah. And then why the fuck you serving? You're not doing for your people, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit because that doesn't help me. Now I'm set up for life. You feel me? With my wife, my daughter, you know, behind that shit. Like, we do have to prove ourselves more than everybody else. And I don't want to hear none of that shit. That's what we thug it out. Not for real. Blunt Ninja Scope says heavy indica, heavy lemon candy terps. Mm-hmm. What is it, like a light green too? It sounds like it'd be a light green strain. On the fluffier side, let me know. Let me know. That sounds fine. Heavy indica actually be a thicker side, maybe bigger nugs. Durban Brown says, "Yo, Ninja Scope, yes sir, Ski Ninja Scope in the house right now." Yeah, we've been on here for what 141 minutes. Oh man, I don't even be on live, and this is crazy. They even have been on this long. Y'all go falling, toppling down. It's cause my damn gimbal fucking dies. But for now, y'all chilling. So he's known for his cooking, and then that tradition him into making an autobiographical show. He grew up in New York. Damn, that's fire. I didn't even know that. I thought it was just a made up show. Okay, so it's like, yeah, man. Little homie say your watch time gonna skyrocket, my boy. Good shit. I appreciate you. Thank you, and then thank y'all to everybody that's watching, everybody that hopped in. You feel me? We got to meet some new people. Shout out to the homies we made from Brazil too. You know what I'm saying? We locked in now, and everybody who goes ahead and is gonna rewatch this in the future. You know what I'm saying? Tap in on Instagram at growing_with_J. That's JAY at the end. You feel me? We got a link there for the stuff that's sponsored by. So at CX Horticulture, you can save yourself 10% off, and Zip-Zack bags as well. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to grow some heat, that's what I do. You feel me? Is grow. Like I said, I learn from you. You learn from me. We learn from each other. That's what it's about, at least in the community that I'm about. You know, that's what I support. But we gonna smoke for the ones that can't, you know, no more. That's what we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm getting all emotional looking ass. Nah. But yeah, that's what we do in this show, you know what I'm saying? Like in this page. We're gonna get some good grows in, we're gonna get some fire genetics in, we're gonna learn who produce some fire genetics, you know, and back it. We're trying out new genetics as well. So like I said, next runs, we're running for grow it_show it for their sauce line. So they came out with a whole line of sauces. All their other stuff they have produced has been fire. Look, it's my boy Yosa right here. Look, I was asking about my dog earlier. My other dogs. There's my other dog right here. So the other one was Tinkerbell. She was the little darker one. This is also bear in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? It's my little lighter one. Little fluffy guy. He is not too much of a smoker. He prefers to stay away from the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Right? He likes staying away from the smoke. Yeah. He just wants to get pet. That's all he wants is just love. This guy is just love. The other one, Give her food. She don't care about no love. She don't care for the hugs and kisses and the cuddles and rubs. Nah, hell no. You give her some food, that's where she wants to go. This one, he don't care about no food. He just wants to be, you know, pet. Mm. And then also, y'all make sure y'all check out the Space City Wings. You know what I'm saying? The weenies. Them is Space City and Mr. Space City have. You feel me? They got some good dogs. But yeah, the other one, she be chilling. Sometimes she'll be eating my butt. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story one time, right? One time I stayed in this apartment, right? It was me and the wife. It was before my daughter was born. So in that apartment, we used to smoke inside of there. So have an ashtray and everything on the windowsill, cause we'd smoke in the bed. And you know what I'm saying? Like, just put it on the ashtray right there. And then one day we went out and I couldn't, and we came back. And like usually my dogs are always there barking at the door, right? Because they're like, "Who's home? Who? Yeah, whatever." Right? They're checking. I walked in, uh, and I could not find them for the life of me. And I'm like, "Yo, where are my dogs, bro? Did somebody break in and steal my dogs?" Because right, these are Pomeranians, and people, there's people that want to just take things. So, what you would call it? I'm like, "Yo, where are they at?" And I looked through everywhere. They could have been nowhere. There's a small gap in between my bed frame and the floor about that big. Some of these motherfuckers went into my ashtray, ate what was there, and hid under the bed because they were stuck. They couldn't move. They would try to stand and they just wobble because of what they ate in my ashtray. Oh my god, it's so funny though. It was so hilarious afterwards, like because I just wrapped them up in a blanket and they were just like swaddled up. They looked so cute. I let them sleep it off, And when they woke up, I made sure they had a big old bowl ready for them and a lot of water because they woke up with cotton. Miss Space City said they look for the bud. There's no accident. I'm telling you. And I was waiting to come home too because at the time I didn't have no flower like that. So I was waiting to come home. I'm like, damn, I got a little roach ready for me so I can enjoy when I get home. Mm. And I'm like, man, now I gotta take care of these dogs looking all freaking high and shit. They can't even pee on themselves, can't even stand up. And like now I can't even relax with a little roach. It's okay though. I was just good, glad my dogs were good, honestly. But yeah, these damn dogs, they try to go sneak for it. They smell it and they be like, let me go get that. I got one more dog, but to this day, like she'll chill with us, right? To blow whatever, but she won't. She's not. She hasn't gotten into it, right? I don't believe so. What Darren Brown say? I heard people steal fancy dogs these days. That's wow. Not for real. Yeah, there's people who steal these dogs. They be worth a lot. Fucking dogs. So damn expensive, man. I just sent my dog to the vet the other day because in my grass in my backyard area where uh where they be going around, running around and stuff. I guess it was a wasp or something and it freaking stung her in the freaking face. And so she started to swell up a little bit. But man, that's such an expensive. But the vet said she was good, so that's all that mattered. Oreo, come over here. Come and say hi to the camera. Come on. No, not you. Also, you already had your little turn. Oreo, come on. This is about Oreo. You feel me? Say what's up to the camera. She's my little Frenchie. There's a French bulldog right here. Look, Oreo, look at yourself right there. Right here. Look. She don't care. She's like, I'm trying to go back inside. What's up, dude? See, this is why I can't give love to one because then they all start getting jealous. And then they're like, why is she on there? Why am I not on there? And then they start trying to jump. They start acting real ghetto. Come on, let's get down because then all your siblings are going to get mad. But yeah, honestly, these been little therapy dogs. You feel me? This plus my medicine right here is what helps. Sirski, but we getting ready to come up off of here. We're reaching 150 minutes on here. God dang, I don't even be streaming. Man, that's crazy. But that's cool. I'm so glad you guys made it in, at least for my first long live stream of myself personally. The last one was Olympics. That one didn't count. But like myself personally, I'm gonna try to get back on here, try to be a little bit more uh more involved with the community here, you feel me? I'm gonna be posting a little bit more often. Like I said, instead of just saving the stories or posting the stories to my Instagram, I'm gonna try to save them and post them as shorts as well. And then that way, we get some more views on that as well. So that way y'all are more up to date with it. Just in case y'all don't mind, I have Instagram. It's okay, even if it just pops up as a short here and there. Um, but yeah, I appreciate y'all. I do have some things to take care of. Like I said, tomorrow's my little girl's birthday, so or birthday party. Her birthday passed already, but birthday party tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go ahead and sign off. We're putting this out towards the end. Probably tap this 2 more times. I'm done. But appreciate y'all. Deuces.